Okay, thanks for joining me. This is Rich Lighton with Precision. This is a quick little video to show you how to alter scheduled units. Actually, it'll work as well for unscheduled units. So this is in CONCEPS. Now, Fusion, Escape, and Edge currently, this is in December 2019, Fusion, Escape, and Edge are part of the OTD process and their Lincoln equivalents. And so those can only be altered in WebDo. For all other vehicles, you can alter them here in CONCEPS, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do. If you're familiar with CONCEPS, obviously you have to enter your ID and password, which I've entered here. And then you're used to this. A for CONCEPS. Hopefully it moves pretty quickly here for us. And it doesn't. 1 for vehicle ordering, 1 for order bank management. Then from here, you're used to number 1 is where you enter new orders. Number 4 is where you would inquire. You can see it's alter, cancel, and inquire. So we're going to go into there. Now, of course, this is where you can just pull up any order from your order bank or scheduled units and take a look at them. So you need model year, body code, and order number. And I did A for alter, which you can do, and it'll pull up the order, and then you can look at the specs as well. So it'll pull up the order here real quickly. And maybe more slowly. Okay. One more. Okay, so here's the order. Of course, you know, you can go and click here, and then you can get the copy of the order F8. We'll scroll to see the whole order. But we're going to go back F2. So now you have, you know, all the specs on the order. And this unit is a scheduled order, so it's not being built yet. It's got a scheduled date. It looks like it's going to be produced in another couple weeks here on December 16th. You can see right there. So I'm going to change this because in this hypothetical, this customer wants a white one. I'm going to change it to YZ. Now, that's all you have to do. Hit F4, and it will submit. Now, if we pull the order back up here, J47, you can see it's not changed. It's still gray. And so your temptation would be, well, I got to try again and do it again. Well, when you hit the YZ and hit F4, you can see at the bottom it shows alter amendment pending final plant processing. So that's 48 hours typically. What I find is I check back 2 business days later, and then I'll inquire and I'll pull up the order, I for inquire, and then you should be able to see it changed. And sometimes you can change options, colors, paint and trim, and then options. Some of the packages are tricky to change because they have like other options tied to them, and so it can be really tricky to kind of force it through, but you can play with it until you get it through. There are a limit on the number of changes. It's about 6, but it'll kick you back when it tells you. It'll say you hit your max number of changes. But you just have to kind of play with those and see what you can get through and then hit submit. I've done it where you submit a few changes this time, go back 2 days later and submit a few more changes and check back and see if they go through. But that's a quick run through of how to alter scheduled units in CONCEPS.